Hello, I want to get this video out as fast as possible because this crap is serious about this game. If it changes, then I'll admit I was wrong. This video was originally going to be about how can New World survive without a subscription model, and I'll still touch up on that later, but it has been recently leaked that New World is implementing a pay-to-win model to their game. Now, here's the leak that came to light. We're going to read it over, then read some tweets that they said after this came to light. Right here on screen is the leaked thing about their pay-to-win model. Premium Currency Shop internal testing. New World is introducing in-game purchases for special cosmetic items for players and their in-game homes. We will sell cosmetics in the form of item skins, dyes, company chests, and emotes. That stuff right there, I can ignore that stuff. That's normal crap nowadays, and it really shouldn't be. Now, this next part is where all the bullcrap is added. We may sell quality of life items or boosts that will help players improve their time spent leveling up their character and trade skill experience. That right there is the problem. You can't have that in this game. We're committed on keeping the competitive systems fair and balanced for all customers. You can't have that if you're having boosts or quality of life items. And purchases will not provide a competitive edge over another player who chooses not to purchase additional items. That right there is a blatant lie. They just contradicted themselves in the sentence after saying players are going to get an edge. They just said players are going to get an edge in their time spent in game. That is a competitive edge. That is 100% a competitive edge. And then the rest of this crap is during the May release, we'll be testing our in-game store. Players will be seated with new currency Marks of Fortune that can purchase a lumberjack skin, a premium emote, and a red, black, and gold dye packs. Again, that stuff there, don't really care about. The stuff I care about is players getting an edge if they pay money. And the rest, it's like for a limited time in-game store fund be activated, testing, blah, blah, blah. Items you acquire aren't permanent. They'll be taken away when the game launches. Okay, that's understandable. But that boost crap right there is the entire problem everybody's having. And it makes sense. Just a little side tangent. They also worded the leak with customers, not even players or whatever. Nope. They just went with customers because they saw the money signs and didn't care about the player, but they cared about having customers. Because customers bring in money. Players, they'll pay once or whatever. I may be looking into that a bit too deep, but it is something I noticed when reading it. I'm thinking maybe this leak was used to gauge the reaction of the audience to see how it would be received. And I don't think it was received very well because I've seen many comments on their Twitter threads saying that they immediately refunded the game when they saw the leak. So now we're going to read some of the tweets that they sent out after people called them out on their bullcrap. And this tweet says that they are not going to add pay to win at launch, but they aren't saying that they aren't going to add it a day later. They probably won't, but who knows, 6 months after they might, which is just bullcrap. The tweet by New World says that we are aware that there are concerns around the storefront testing currently in alpha. To be clear, at launch, all of the items in the shop will be focused on cosmetics. There will be no boosts of any time for sale at launch. We will share more on our vision for microtransactions soon. So, let's break it down a little bit. Right here, they're saying that there's going to be pay to win, but say that there isn't, And yes, this is pay to win because resources in crafting are directly impacted by this because it makes it less of a grind in a game and genre that is based off grinding. The resources directly impact faction wars and make PvP not even worth doing, since the faction with the most players shilling out their money will win with this payment model. Players with whatever booster quality of life items they add will 100% have an advantage, even if it's only for leveling up, since they have to spend less time, gold, and resources to craft or do whatever. So, with that tweet, right there, they're even admitting that they're going to implement it at a later time. And like I said earlier, that can be any time they deem fit, or in better words, whenever their bosses are trying to hit a quota for sales in the game or some crap. And they're also saying here about more microtransactions that they want to implement, but those ones haven't came to light yet. We don't know about those ones yet. They're just digging their own grave with that one. They're also saying that this is all in testing. So basically, they are trying to find some sort of balance for these boosts in items. Not that they're seeing if they want it or not. This decision was already put through a committee and they were told to put it in the game. They wouldn't be testing it and have it in the cash shop if they were just going to throw it out. It's a predatory sales tactic to do this type of crap, especially after you made the promise to not have any type of pay to win model. But even then, that tweet was worded in a way where it could have been ambiguous so that they can say they didn't lie. Here's the tweet right here. So, Knive HS says, I look forward to playing New World, but will it be a play to win game? At Play New World. New World replied, thank you for your inquiry. New World is not going to be a New World is not going to be a pay to win game. We're making sure of that as much as possible. So they said as much as possible. They said that just to plant the seed of a possibility in the player base that they may implement it. Now, I feel like they definitely got pressure from their higher ups or stockholders to put this user unfriendly practice in place just to make a few more quick bucks. But this thing has killed the MMO genre and put it in the place it is now, with only being a few decent ones surrounded by garbage. New World had just become probably one of the best MMOs ever created into another pay to win garbage money grab like so many that came before it. Where I'm not much of a fan of any type of microtransactions, and some of my viewers know this based off of my WoW Boost token video, and how it cheapens the experience you're going to have in the game. And where I can ignore armor cosmetics, I still hate having them in my games. And here's a tweet that I want to show why cosmetics, quality of life items, and boosts ruin and cheapen the game. Armando says, time equals progress equals power, which is 100% true in New World because of the way they do the faction wars. And he also says boosts equal pay to win. It's right there, set in stone, plain as day. It's just true. It's 100% true. You get a advantage, you're paying money for that, you're paying to win. You're paying for an advantage over somebody else. Even if it's a 10% XP increase, that's still 10% of an advantage you have over somebody who does not have that. Now, when he gets into the cosmetics, he gets a little like weird cosmetic outfit equals time equals progress. Cosmetic shop is pay to play. I don't see that, but in World of Warcraft, you would grind out different sets of armor for different transmogs to show off. And that is kind of showing your progress in the game, kind of showing off what you've done and whatnot. And if you add just cosmetic outfits, it's just like, okay, we just cheapened the armor grind to make your character look cool. Now you can just pay $10 and get an outfit, or $20. I don't know how much they're gonna charge for that. But now that we got that out of the way, I want to go over some decent solutions, in my opinion, that New World would actually benefit from and keep some type of income without the subscription model. First of which I think they already have and already actually implemented is adding different interiors and maybe even exteriors for player housing. Maybe different flooring and different styles of beds, rugs, tables, and such. Like I said, I think that's already a thing they have. That would be a fun thing to add without upsetting too many people, because you don't look at your house all the time in the game. You look at your character the most. One that peeves me a good bit is cosmetic outfits, which I'm pretty sure they already admitted they're going to have again, and weapons. I'm not sure if they're going to have the weapons, but I know the outfits they already have. I am definitely against cosmetic outfits and stuff like that. But I can ignore them pretty easily and laugh at people who buy that crap along with the housing microtransactions I mentioned earlier. In the last way, I think Amazon could get more money out of this game without having user unfriendly practices would be to add expansions every so often. This is successful for Guild Wars 2. It's been working for them for a good while now. That game doesn't even have a subscription either. But I do believe they have level boosts. Now, I don't think level boosts should even be a thing in games, but it is more acceptable if the game has been out for a while, such as Guild Wars 2 or World of Warcraft, because I'm pretty sure both of those games have level boosts. This is just a video of getting my opinions out there, and hopefully New World changes its tune before it loses even more players, because people are not happy with this. But hey, I do stream on Twitch at AkanuX. I play a variety of different games, and I also post some funny stuff on Twitter if you want to follow my Twitter at AkanuXstream. Both links will be in the description. But anyway, you all have a great day.